I come to you today, my friends, with the preaching of the great philosopher Yeezy, a.k.a. Kanye Twest. Twest? I said Kanye Twest. I already screwed the damn thing up in the first minute. Kanye West, of course, who is running for president in 2024, by the way, who has a hot fire shoe line out there right now, the Yeezys. I'm still upset I said Kanye Twest. I just ruined it. That's going to be a meme now. Let's spread the meme, people. Kanye Twest. Kanye Twest everywhere. He twists us. He twists us, and we will... It sounds like Elmer Fudd saying test. You're twisting me very much, Bunny. No spicy tweets, but I about died when I saw this. Super Double Dragon. So this video is going to be me covering Kanye West's recent Twitter posts that are like a bunch. He just came back to Twitter a few days ago, and he's already tweeted like 300 times. It's already been covered in a bunch of news articles. They're now labeling Kanye as alt-right or a spokesperson for the racist America and the underbelly of the evil conservative party, because Kanye has come out wearing a MAGA hat. Kanye has come out supporting Trump. Kanye has come out and said many things, as Kanye always does, that likes to piss people off. This is what Kanye do. This is what Kanye's always done. We've come full circle. It was like, what, over a decade ago that he said George Bush hates black people. Now he's saying that him and Trump share the dragon energy. What world do we live in? This is a great time to be alive. This is the best time to be alive. This is the best timeline. So, let me get this out of the way before we go down this Twitter thread and we go look at everything Kanye's been saying, which has just been absolutely incredible. It's just been wonderful. Kanye West, I love DT. He's my brother. I know. Yeah, exactly. This is the only propaganda worth discussing. I agree with all of you on that. It's absolutely beautiful. I care. I care because it's Kanye. And he's the bomb, dog. He's my boy. So, I am a big Kanye West fan. I think I've discussed this on this channel before. And some of my old videos way back in the day, I had a lot of Kanye West references, or I would make jokes defending Kanye West. I just found the channel today, and now it's live. That's cool. I love your channel. I love you. I love you very much. Almost to a creepy level. Maybe I should stop looking at your name so much. But I love my Yeezy. We do live in the Kelvin timeline. I'm a fan of all of his albums, starting with College Dropout, all the way to Life of Pablo. Now, College Dropout's probably my favorite. Then I would go Dark Fantasy, then probably Life of Pablo, Graduation, Late Registration, Yeezus would be in there. Even Yeezus has held up for me quite a bit. Would you still care if Kanye West had stupid tattoos? I believe Kanye West does have tattoos, but I'm not sure what they are. But I would get a Kanye tattoo tomorrow. Just became a new Kanye West fan myself. Welcome to the Yeezy Revolution, my friend. We welcome you. Yeezus is here. So Kanye West is not only one of my favorite musicians and performers and artists of the last 15 years or so. I'd say he's one of the only last remaining rock stars we have left. I think that music in general has become, I don't want to say pussified, but in a big way it has. And people don't like being controversial anymore. Kanye's, instead of fighting this and trying to go with the mainstream, has always fought against this. He interrupts Taylor Swift. He says George Bush hates black people. He praises himself as a genius. He compares himself to Stanley Kubrick, which is awesome. 100 millions of 12-year-old retarded kids bought his record, and his wife has a fat ass. How is that relevant? His records are bomb, so I don't know what you're talking about. Kanye's produced some of the best-sounding music of the last 15, 20 years, so I disagree with that assessment. Sorry. Kanye's not only one of the best samplers of all time, he's changed music at least 3 or 4 times, and has been ahead of the curve at least a couple years or so. He's also, he's always got criticism for his flow, which I can understand that. I think his flow is his weakest aspect, and definitely his rapping isn't too great. But some awesome verses, even though they can be corny. But as a producer, as a composer, the way he arranges his music and his sounds, about as good as anyone's been. I've often called him the hip-hop Paul McCartney. And as a major Paul McCartney fan, David Bowie, Prince, Kanye shares a lot of similarities with these guys. Best sounding music, it's still rap or whatever. You're funny. You're a funny guy, you. No, yeah, you apparently don't listen to his music, because a lot of his music isn't even rap. A lot of it is sounds and very, very interesting arrangements, and yeah, his music's great. In particular, Dark Fantasy was considered by many the Sgt. Pepper's of hip-hop. So I'm a Kanye defender because I have good taste, and I have a good ear, and I know what sounds good. That's right. I am going to throw that out there, because most people who criticize Kanye's music typically have a bias going into the genre of music he's in, or they've actually never listened, and they've never actually sat down and listened to his albums. Let's assume Kanye West is a genius and a Mozart. Who still cares what he has to say about Trump? I do. Just like this is my channel, and people who come to this channel click on videos to see what I have to say on things and things that I care about. If you don't care what I have to say and the subjects that I want to talk about, you don't have to be here. It's really that simple. To answer your question, I care what Kanye has to say, and I find it very entertaining, and this would be a good shitpost opportunity. Because the mainstream media cares. He's being discussed in several major publications and covered all over the place. So apparently a lot of people care what Kanye has to say. Who knew? I mean, a few years ago we could have said, who cares what Donald Trump has to say about anything, but now he's the president. So the world's changing, my friend. We don't live in the same world anymore. Most of the criticism started because South Park made fun of him. Well, that's fine, and Kanye certainly puts himself out there as an easy target. He's a pretty ridiculous guy. But at the end of the day, you got to take the music for the music, and you got to try to separate the artist from the art. But I love his ego and his music. So there will be eventually a video series I'm going to be doing where I go through every Kanye West album, and I explain track by track why I love his music, what it means, and how he's a terrific performance artist, how he stages his stuff, his promotion, including this is a brilliant piece of promotion. He has an album coming out in June, and right before it comes out, instead of going out and doing some big tour or anything, or going out there and doing advertising, Kanye is just using his Twitter to get himself out there being discussed in the news so that he can sell more albums. He did this with Life of Pablo, and it worked brilliantly. The album made a bunch of money, and he's doing it again. Good for you, Kanye. May the dragon energy live on. Is the dragon energy the tiger's blood of 2018? I suppose it is. Alright, so let's look at some of these tweets by Kanye. This is one of my favorites. This is going to be my my new mantra. I'm going to put this on a shirt. Truth is my goal. Controversy is my gym. I'll do 100 reps of controversy for a six-pack of truth. A six-pack of truth. I like the way you think, my friend. Also, Chance the Rapper came out defending Kanye, or perhaps it was a tweet that was at a different time, where Chance said, "Black people don't have to be Democrats." Whoa. Here we go. That's pretty bomb stuff there, Chance. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Now, the cool thing about Kanye is that he doesn't give a damn. I mean, celebrities cannot come out right now and endorse Donald Trump. Some did before the election, but after Donald Trump became the president and everyone decided it was the worst thing that ever happened, people just backed up and nobody was defending him anymore. Kanye, way after the fact, even though he did go visit Trump at one point and did say he would have voted for Trump at a concert, now he's just going into the storm, which is awesome, and just saying, like, yo, Trump is love, and he's pushing this message of love and dragon energy. Obviously, this is all to help promote his album and his clothing line and shoe line, but I'm okay with that. I respect the entrepreneurship. Kanye makes a lot of money. I respect the money. I respect the business acumen of the man, which is very great. So, Kanye tweets out this: "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone." He ain't heavy, he's his brother. "I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals." Then Donald Trump retweets Kanye's tweet. "Thank you, Kanye. Very cool." And after this, Kanye posts a picture of this, thus retweeting the Trump retweet of his tweet. This is amazing stuff, people. Kanye's going to be in the White House soon. He also keeps putting up 2024 and that he's going to be the future president. "Keep America great, Kanye, 2024, Chicago." If you don't know what he's talking about now, he's speaking about Chi-Town. So Kanye, one of his posts, oh my god, got my MAGA hat signed. Oh my god. Don't you just love the MAGA hat? I want the green MAGA hat so bad. It's such a cool hat. The green one's even better than the red one. I swear. It sucks the MAGA hat was only popular for that little bit of time. It seems like if you go out and wear it now, you're going to get punched in the face. I was going to wear a MAGA hat that I had to a Roger Waters concert because his entire concert was pretty much a Trump protest. But I unfortunately didn't wear it. But I wanted to. I wanted to, because I was like the fourth row from the stage. So Roger Waters would have saw me the entire show. But I thought, why piss off a 71-year-old man at his own concert? It's not like I paid hundreds of dollars for this ticket or something. We got love. And there's Kanye wearing his MAGA hat. Man, that looks very fashionable on this young man. Good for you. I need to meet with Larry from Google. Yes. Google supports Yeezy in ending violence in Chicago to start with. That's pretty awesome. Where was the one tweet? Hold on, let me go. Which I've been just going through this. I think Kanye should call his next album MAGA. I've proclaimed this on Twitter, and I think the first track should be Dragon Energy. So, just putting it out there. Now, Kim K, the beautiful Kim K, the wonderful Kim K, who always stands up for her man, has come out to defend Kanye. He's a free thinker. Is that not allowed in America? Because some of his ideas differ from yours, you have to throw in the mental health card? That's just not fair. He's actually one of the sunken place. He's actually out of the sunken place when he's being himself, which is very expressive. My dream is Kanye versus Oprah. Starbucks reparations. Now that's a nice Twitter handle. I can get with that name. Kanye is on fire, as I have said. Let me see, I'm trying to find some older tweets here of Kanye. Oh, crap, we have even more Kanye. Yo, I see that growing inside you. You and you motherfucking baby daddy owe me royalties. I'm gonna let you finish, but you best put on a condom first, and I ain't playing with no pre-cum shit either. Wordsmith. Wordsmith of our era, people. Yo, I know you old as fuck, but if you sexually active, then get you get your tubes tied. Oh, good, Kanye. Now, somebody came out to criticize Kanye. Kanye sings about bleached assholes and wrote a song about his wife called Perfect Bitch. What's a greater compliment to your wife than calling her a perfect bitch? It's better than just being a regular bitch, isn't it? And we're going to praise his opinion on conservative politics now? Because he's famous and agrees with us on one thing? You are all fame chasers crying for validation. Yes, you, the person who's throwing this out on Twitter, it's not like you're craving attention and fame on there. No, 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 of course. It's not part of the social media age that we live in. Of course not. Now, Kanye said one thing that was really great. He said that Obama was in office for 8 years and nothing in Chicago changed. Good old Kanye. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Kanye actually didn't grow up poor in the ghetto or had a gangster life. His mother was a professor. He grew up very wealthy. He had, traveled the world. So Kanye has a different experience than a lot of the rappers who became very popular in the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And he's taken that experience and put it into his music. His first album, College Dropout, which most people consider his best work, is kind of just a nerdy black kid album. Where he talks about his insecurities and his feelings of wanting to be successful and not wanting to do leaving Chicago, and when he had a surgery for his jaw, which has the best song on the album, in my opinion, Through the Wire, which uses a sample of Through the Fire from Shaka Khan. But throughout each album, what I love is I miss the era of the album, even though there's still a lot of great albums in indie music in different genres. The album used to have meaning to it. Each track used to have meaning. There used to be themes to albums. And a lot of my favorite music is from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. In particular, a lot of shoegaze, post-rock, which actually came about a little bit from there. Even going back, though, prog, like King Crimson, yes, I'm a big fan of. But obviously, I like the Beatles. I like David Bowie. I like the Beach Boys. I like the Rolling Stones. Talking Heads, awesome. My Bloody Valentine, awesome. New Order, awesome. All sorts of great music, and the 90s was a great decade for music too. But the albums used to have so much meaning, and you would listen to them over and over again to decipher the lyrics and what the album was even titled and the images and what it would get out of your head and a feeling. And Kanye, in the modern day where a lot of albums are just singles, and this is me generalizing, that's not true for everyone. Obviously, there's To Pimp a Butterfly and Random Access Memories and so on. Kanye and Beyonce does this, Taylor Swift does this. Kanye West, his albums actually mean something. Each one has its own theme. Each one is about a point in his life, and each one is him discussing things. And he goes through this in his first albums. You have College Dropout, then you have Late Registration, then you have Graduation. And that's what's really cool about Kanye's stuff is that you see his his artistic growth and his process throughout his albums from song to song until you get to Life of Pablo and whatever his new album's going to be. Kanye's usually praised by the critics, and he certainly sold plenty of albums and had plenty of hit songs like Gold Digger and Stronger, where he used a sample of Daft Punk's Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, which at the time, not many people were sampling Daft Punk, and now Daft Punk are like the biggest thing ever now. Even The Weeknd uses Daft Punk twice now. So Kanye's always been ahead of the game for the most part. 808 is where a lot of music went after 808 and Heartbreak. I mean, if you go back to even Graduation, Homecoming with Chris Martin from Coldplay, that song is pretty much what every song where a singer would come in and do a duet with a rapper, that's what it became. Kanye always seems to have his pulse on the zeitgeist. He always seems to know what's going to become relevant, and he seems to know how to push buttons and get himself out there. And that's there's a lot of videos covering this on YouTube about how Kanye's always done this. But in general, I just find Kanye very amusing. I find him funny. I find him very entertaining. The stuff he says makes me laugh. Seeing pictures of him, seeing what he does makes me laugh. Even his smile makes me laugh. And at the end of Yeezus, the song Bound 2, which has a very made fun of music video, even though people misunderstand it, that the video is a parody of 90s music videos, so it's intentionally funny. So when Seth Rogen and James Franco did a parody, they were doing a parody of a parody, because I guess everyone missed the joke. But what I love about that song, and it's the best song on Yeezus, is that it's about love being sacrificed. Kanye, making himself Yeezus, but in this, basically Jesus, he is taking the burden, he is taking the pain and the sins from Kim, and her past and his past, and they have to both learn to forget and forgive, so they can be together. As the song says, I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. So both of them are tired of loving so much without anyone to love them. And they're kind of sick of this. So Kanye's going to give up his player ways and his mental state, and Kim's going to get over her, honestly, she got famous for her sex tape and being in a crazy family, and they're just going to love each other and accept each other's flaws, and they're willing to make that sacrifice. And he puts himself on the cross in the music video, and in the song himself, he goes, I'm tired, you're tired, Jesus wept. And then Kanye putting his arms out as Kim embraces him. It's beautiful stuff. Love it. Love Kanye. And his stuff's always dealing with his things with fame and his insecurities and how he feels about himself. His music's very honest, but sometimes he's not likable because of this. He comes off very egotistical. But I would say that's why College Dropout still holds up, because that's when he's at his most likable and pure and vulnerable, and you really care about him. But his music did get technically better and kind of peaked with Dark Fantasy, in my opinion, and probably Life of Pablo, where his production, where he is the master, his beats that he creates, him producing. Everyone in the music industry says this about Kanye. All other hip-hop artists praise Kanye for this. It's kind of undeniable. He is one of the masters, at least, at production in modern music. And he's kind of got this great ability to take a lot of things you're familiar with and rearrange them into something new. My wife just called me, and she wanted me to make this clear to everyone. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree with 100% with what anyone but myself. Good for you, Kanye. Good for you. Man, this man is woke, and he's been woke a long time. When my daughter acts out, she actually says afterwards, I just want to hear you say I love you more. Oh, Yeezy. Breaking my heart now, mofo. I love when people have their own ideas. You don't have to be allowed anymore. Just be. Love who you want to love. That's a free thought. I'm not even political. I'm not Democrat or Republican. Yet he's being labeled alt-right. He also is sharing some Scott Adams videos, which is the guy who created Dilbert, who is a very conservative guy that gets criticized a lot by the likes of Sam Harris and other intellectuals, I guess you could call them, liberals. But Scott Adams is a very smart guy. He's a very fun guy. Some people call him a loon. They say he's crazy. I think Scott Adams just has a very eccentric sense of humor, and I don't know if it totally comes across with everyone. Free thinkers don't fear retaliation for your thoughts. The traditional thinkers are only using thoughts and words, but they are a mental prison. You are free. You've already won. Feel energized. Move in love, not fear. Be afraid of nothing. I'm turning the Grammys into the Yammies. Into the motherfucking yammies. Good for you, my boy. I'm sure a lot of his channel didn't know how much I was into hip-hop music. I don't know if that shocks some of you guys, because I have the widest voice possible. And my avatar is like the widest avatar ever. Avatar, the White Airbender. Only the master of these 4 hip-hop genres can defeat the Fire Album Nation. Yes, as I said, we the people, like my brother Q-Tip said on the final Tribe album that should have won the Grammy. A Tribe Called Quest, one of the best hip-hop groups ever. When we become president, we have to change the name of the plane from Air Force One to Yeezy Force One. I love that he said when we become president. Kanye includes all of us. The Yeezy 700 is Adidas' most requested shoe. Man, they're going to be analyzing the subtext of these tweets for a century. There's just too much to read into here. People Magazine, watch how you speak my name. You would love a pair of Yeezys. Don't play yourself. Harvey Levin of TMZ, you're hearing from your future president. Let's be friends. Please never use the word erratic to describe a person who is economically and psychologically empowered. Oh my God. That's amazing. I love you, Kanye. There's been a lot of fake news, so I just wanted to give you the facts. Yeezy will become the biggest apparel company in human history by working with the most genius-level talents and creating product at an affordable price. I hired the head of a supply chain from The Gap. Well, what more does he need to say? Yeah, try to accuse that of fake news. I am currently the single highest paid person in footwear. That means I make more money on shoes than Michael Jordan. He has 160 positions to fill by the end of the year. Hopefully I get hired by Yeezy to work at his shoe company. I'm nobody's client. I no longer have a manager. I can't be managed. You can't manage Kanye. It doesn't work. Spread love. 2024. Kanye 2029, the sequel to the original 1982 masterpiece. Never a master, always a student. And we danced to music to Michael all morning. And here's a picture of Kanye as an action figure beside one of my favorite artists of all time, Michael Jackson. I even have like 12 Michael Jackson posters up on my wall in this room. And them together. The greatest thing ever. Dragon energy. Natural born leaders. Very instinctive. Great foresight. You can say anything as long as you put the right emoji next to it. Good advice, Kanye. I love that he follows one person and he has 28 million followers. That's amazing. That's great. That's real economic leverage right there, or Twitter leverage, I guess, if you will. Everyone should be their own biggest fan. Oh, that's a good point there. Oh, sweet. Prince. Rick James Tour 1980. All access areas. Prince. Name Prince. Oh, life is more exciting than the movies. Donald Glover is a free thinker, also known as Childish Gambino. Here he is posting the Scott Adams video. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kanye. Yes. Yes, Yeezy. Do it, please. I'm at the mantle of Yeezy. I go to the church of Yeezy. Oh, just one Scott Adams video after another. We're evolving at warp speed. We're evolving at warp speed. Beam me up, Kanye. I'm supercharged. About to take this whole thing to Mars. Oh, Kanye. Wordsmith. Wordsmith. Let's see. Practice pure love. That's right. Listen to this man, people. Practice pure love. Don't practice any of that love that's not pure. Self-victimization is a disease. Yes, people need to hear this more. Quit playing the victim card all the time. Overcome your preconceived notions of your victim status and actually prove that you're more than that, and then you have power. Good for you. Good for you, Kanye. There was a time when slavery was the trend, and apparently that time is still upon us. But now, it's mentality. Oh my God. Kanye. Yes. Yes. People respect people for following the general trend and consciousness. We live in a time where people don't respect people for being themselves. Very true, Kanye. That's very true. Constantly bringing up the past keeps you stuck there. Yes! Yes, preach, Kanye. Preach. I've been saying this stuff forever. The thought police want to suppress freedom of thought. We have freedom of speech, but not freedom of thought. Ugh, just right to the heart, Kanye. Right to the heart. I love it. The blinders are off. You hear him, people. The blinders are off. Question everything. Get past the past. Be fearless. Express what you feel, not what you've been programmed to think. Live in love, not in fear. Good advice there, my friend. Good advice. Live in love. Strive for universal consciousness, not segregated consciousness. Nice. Everything is so planned these days. People appreciate spontaneity and honesty. Very true. Very true. Images are limitless and words aren't. Words are defined. This is amazing. Every tweet's funnier than the last one. I don't know how he does this. He should really go do stand-up and just say this stuff for like an hour. I'd buy tickets. Oh, look at the Yeezy shoe line. Elegance and simplicity. Gonna get me one of these Yeezys. I'm gonna get me the Yeezy 700. Just saying. It's called Kids See Ghost. That's the name of our group. Me and Cuddy album, June 8th. Damn. June 1st. My album is 7 songs. Just like the 7 Deadly Sins. Coincidence? I think not. I don't think so at all. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. Alright, Kanye. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see. Too much emphasis is put on originality. Feel free to take ideas and update them. At your will, all great artists take an update. This is very true. This is that saying that great artists truly steal. Scorsese, Tarantino, almost every novelist takes from other novelists, especially in the modern day. Painters take influence. But it's very true for filmmakers and musicians, because there's only so many different things you could do. But you could take those things and remix them in a new way. You know, Wes Anderson, David Fincher, they all have major influences. I could just go down a list. Paul Thomas Anderson, all these guys. Let's see. Kanye's writing a book? What? Oh, man. I'm buying that. Just stop lying about shit. Just stop lying. You will be a drop of water with the ocean as your army. If you move out of fear, then you are on your own. Then it's just you and the money and the countless people you have to lie to and manipulate to build a man-made path that'll never lead to true happiness. Kanye's trying to lead us all to true happiness. Trend is always late. Word up, Kanye. Word up. Sometimes you have to get rid of everything. Distraction is the enemy of vision. Alright. That's nice. Try to avoid any contractual situation where you are held back from your ideas. You have to protect your ability to create at all cost, as your creative ideas are your strongest form of currency. Hey, for a guy with over $100 million net worth, I'm going to take that advice. All right. Some people have to work within the existing consciousness, while some people can shift the consciousness. This is like the, God, what's his name? Will Smith's kid. Jaden Smith tweets, except those were a lot more, like, crazy. These are like Jaden Smith's tweets, but more coherent. But there's a reason everyone's talking about these. Ben Shapiro said, if you don't love this right now, if you don't love the Kanye West Twitter right now, you are heartless. How can you be so heartless? How can you be so heartless? Oh, damn, we're at the bottom. All right, let's go back. How many tweets have I read? So many. So many. Obama was in office for 8 years and nothing in Chicago changed. It's amazing. Oh my God, no one's saying that crap that's like a celebrity right now. Yes. Kanye has 159 employees to go. Kanye, please hire me. I'm putting my resignation out there right putting my resume out there right now, not resignation. My resume is out there right now, Kanye. Accept me. Please. I will join you in your Yeezy team. It's all that matters to me. If you feel... Oh, damn it. This Twitter's freezing up. Sorry. The concept of loving people has a stigma. Words indeed. New York cartoons, but with Kanye tweets. Oh, yes, and Kanye's retweeting it. Yeah, the Kanye Twitter is just blowing up. Yep, here we go. Here's an image. You could say as anything as long as you put the right emoji next to it, and there you go. Black and white. Just like Michael Jackson talked about. It don't matter if you're black and white. Here's a man with a dog and a stick. Never a master, always a student. These are great. These are absolutely great. Yeah, I love the controversy as the gym one. That's all great. We're all servants. 2 dogs. Terrific. I'm nobody's client. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm 40 years old, and I'm just now becoming my parents' child. Yep. Instead of doing what you feel, you just do what other people think you should do. Now, one of Kanye's tweets was taught about how we're all trained actors, and when you're a little kid, the first thing your parents do is train you how to be an actor. When you act up and express emotions and feelings, your parents teach you what society deems as what you're supposed to act, your proper behavior. So we're taught to perform. Now, this has been talked a lot in philosophy. Do we represent the best version of ourselves to people, and really who we are, the true self inside? Do we ever really know who we are? Do we all have an identity crisis, and we're all putting on a face, which I think is true for a lot of people. So Kanye's hinting at that stuff in very simplistic ways, but if you actually look at his album Life of Pablo and the cover and what he's saying about him and his connections to Picasso and the paintings and artists he's referencing, but that's for another series of videos I want to get into at some point. I'm not going to get into that all right now. There's a lot of stuff to break down about Kanye, a lot of references, a lot of esoteric stuff, and a lot of personal stuff that you would have to actually know a little bit about Kanye to get this, including his sense of humor. Bret Easton Ellis, one of my favorite writers and my favorite podcaster, came out in defense of Kanye, and he did a wonderful interview with Kanye where Kanye talked about how he watched There Will Be Blood 40 times. Bret Easton Ellis has also spoke up against political correctness and liberal hypocrisy in the modern day, and I made a video on that a long time ago. But I love Bret Easton Ellis as a film critic. I love him as a writer, as just in general as a speaker. And hopefully, 2024, Kanye West for president, Bret Easton Ellis for vice president. That's all I want. I would just be so happy at that point. It's really cool to say I hate you, but it's not cool to say I love you. We are more worried about what we can lose than what we feel. Damn. Bill Cosby did 309K tweets. Damn, that's a lot of tweets, man. That's a hell of a lot of tweets. But his streams are so effing dark, prepare yourself. I don't know. My streams are dark? I didn't know that. Are they like the lighting's dark? I don't know quite what you mean there, or what I say is dark. Let's see. Nurkish. Let's see. Honestly, the only reason I know about Kanye West other than this is because of Daniel Howe. More streams about dumb shit. I mean, that's basically what I've been doing with these streams is shit posting. That was the Ben Shapiro one. That's why I just laugh when everyone got upset about the tattoos. They're like, why are you caring about this? Like, I'm joking. It's a shit post. Like, I don't actually care that much that Ben Shapiro has an issue with tattoos. I don't really care that much because he was having fun too. Just like him on his podcast was saying that for fun and not really making it a serious thing, I thought it would be fun to do a live stream. I thought it was fun to do a live stream about the 3 Halloween movies. I'm not trying to make a serious point or do something that's like educational or some analysis. I'm just having fun. That's the whole idea of the live streams right now. Do not take them seriously. I hate this idea of a quality standard or that you have to make important content for the internet. Most YouTubers don't make anything of any substance or importance, and anyone who thinks so is living in some little bubble or never read enough books or something like that. That's my only theory on that. Outside of very few exceptions, I would say that is true. There is no quality standard on YouTube. Most videos are just people sitting in front of a webcam talking or playing video games or saying stuff that's already been said about things many times before, and they're just repeating it and putting it in a video form and using Final Cut Pro to put it together so people are like, oh my god, he's a genius! So, no, I don't care about quality standards. I'm with Mr. Medicare on this. I miss the days when we could just say what we wanted on the internet, we didn't take ourselves seriously, and we just embraced the stupid and the absurd. I'm going to embrace the absurd. I'm going to embrace the silliness. We live in very serious, overly serious, dark times. We live in everyone wanting to state their political opinions and how they feel about things. F that. I just want to laugh. I just want to talk about things that really ultimately don't matter, because it's YouTube. Who cares? You shouldn't be coming to places like this for serious stuff, for real information, to be enlightened or anything like that. Just have fun. The internet used to be a fun place. It was a pirate ship, and we got to do what we want. And we used to just listen to the music we want and play video games with our friends and just be offensive and foul and stupid, and nobody cared. Nobody gave a crap, and nobody cared what people thought. Nobody tried to be a pseudo-intellectual back then. I want to return to those times a little bit, okay? I want to go back to just having fun on the internet and just enjoying it, and just enjoying that we can communicate and laugh like we're all having beers together, sitting around just talking shit. I mean, what happened to the term, you know, just shit talking? You know, what happened to that stuff? I don't know. Everybody's trying so hard to be seen as a serious person, or as like they're supposed to have some kind of point, but I really don't, you know, if, you know, funny, if you're gonna actually say comments, you actually have to be clever. If everything you say is just going to be contrarian, then you just become a one-trick pony. You're like, why is he reading all these tweets? I've just explained it. It's for fun. It's not taking itself seriously. They're entertaining and amusing to a lot of people. But everything you do is just like, I'm going to go against, why is this? Why this? Why are you asking stupid questions? Just get off the live stream. Seriously. I don't get what you're talking about. Do something else. Like, I didn't ask you to come here. You can go watch some guy play video games for 2 hours. Go watch some guy play God of War. I don't care, man. I'm just saying, if you're going to say something, you could at least be funny. That's all I ask. At least say funny comments. Okay. You can't fix a Hobbit thought. Yeah, you can't. I'm so happy, first, this dumbass topic, and I'm seeing Infinity Ward 7. Yes, I will be doing a spoiler review, not a... Because I watched all the Infinity War reviews, and the thing I hate about them the most is that nobody wants to spoil the movie, understandably, but they end up not saying anything. They don't go into the movie and have any, they don't add anything. They're most generic reviews I've ever seen. So tomorrow I'm going to go see the film, come home like I did with The Last Jedi, and just do like a 2-hour live stream where I spoil the whole damn movie. So do not come to the live stream tomorrow if you don't want spoilers. I'm just warning you. I will put a spoiler warning in the title, so don't worry, you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, it'll say spoilers, and I'm just going to go through the movie so I can actually talk about it. I don't want to just come in and go, well, I can't spoil anything and talk about the movie, so let me just give a generic review where I don't go in depth about anything. I don't want to do that. I want to go from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. And if you want to come on that journey with me, be here tomorrow night where we go through Infinity War step by step. The music industry in general is in a stagnant state. Huh, interesting. Is it bad I can't tell if part of this is a joke or not? No, that makes it absolutely wonderful. I'm not going to say my opinion on Trump, but I will say it's brave of him for Kanye to say things that are so controversial. I mean, when you have the money he does and you own the stuff he does, it's not that controversial. It's not like they can do anything to Kanye. I mean, what are they supposed to do to him? Like, you know... Like, when you have that kind of money and you have your own kind of success, I clicked on this video, and I demand why you tell me why I should care about what Kanye West has to say about stuff. Because it's funny, bro. Because I find it entertaining. Because it's stupid. Because it's absurd. Because it's silly. It's goofy. You don't have to care. I'm not telling you to care what Kanye says. I'm just saying be entertained by it. If it's not entertaining to you, that's cool, man. I'm not telling you to care. You don't have to care what Kanye West says. You don't have to care what anyone has to say. You're right, man. I don't give a damn. Fun is a very serious thing. I don't know about God of War. I just hated watching this guy playing it. Yeah, I haven't watched many people play it, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to spoil Infinity War. I'm just getting that out of the way. You know. Because have you guys watched the reviews like Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckman or Double Toasted's review was pretty good, but all these reviews, all they started with is, I'm not going to spoil it, which I get, but then they don't say anything. Chris Stuckman said, I don't know how to review this movie. I can't say anything. And they go so out of their way not to spoil anything. They don't talk about themes. They don't talk about story structure. They don't talk about pacing. They don't go into anything. It's the most generic reviews I've ever seen for a movie. It's so boring. It's like, can you guys say something? You don't have to tell me who dies. Just say something. Talk about a funny scene or a character you like. Go into Thanos a little bit more. I want to know something. But I'm going to go through the spoilers just because I think I want to give an actual review. I don't want to give just some crappy review where I don't say anything and just go like, hey, I don't know, go see the movie, it's good. Thanos punched people and it was fun. People die and there's a cliffhanger. And that last Jedi video I really loved, where I went through the whole video and I spoiled it, and I at the time said it was a franchise killer and would divide fans, which was pretty obvious, but I said that the opening weekend, and that ended up being very true, that it was a very divisive movie. I care about what you say about Kanye says. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, tomorrow night, people, Friday, gonna come back from the theater after sitting through a 2-hour and 40-minute movie. My ass is gonna hurt like a mofo. And I'm just gonna go through the whole movie and talk about what I think. I've avoided spoilers best I can. I do know some stuff. But the point of this video is basically Kanye is woke. Kanye is Kanye. And Kanye loves Kanye. Nobody loves Kanye like Kanye loves Kanye. And that's the beautiful thing. You're absolutely right about the non-spoiler reviews. The big reviews seem to think it's too early to be having a discussion, and that makes for the boring video. Yeah, they're the most boring videos. They don't say anything. So tomorrow, I'm just going to go into the whole thing. And if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch the video and watch it after you see the damn movie. And if you don't care about spoilers, well, who cares? Yeah, just watch the video, and I'll try to explain what's going on in the movie and actually talk about it a little bit more instead of just not saying anything at all. But I love me some Kanye. There's way more tweets to go into. I know Anthony Fantana did a video on this. I know Paul Joseph Watson has done a video on this. I know Ben Shapiro has talked about this. There's memes just coming out like crazy. And this is obviously my favorite one, him with Trump as the double dragon. That's a great meme that made me very happy. And, I think, let's see if I missed anything here. Real quick, before we wrap this up, because I think this has gone on long enough, probably. Yeah, it's definitely going on long enough. I went through way too many tweets. Breaking out the Kubrick box set. Barry Lyndon time, boys. Oh, I'm Ralph the Movie Maker, and I know what Barry Lyndon is. Aren't I a film buff? Accept me now. I know Barry Lyndon, but I'm never going to talk about Truffaut, Fellini, Godard, any of those people. Let's not talk about Howard Hawks. Nope, no Billy Wilder. It's always got to be Kubrick. Got to get that film school cred with Kubrick and Barry Lyndon. Just ignore everyone else. And let's not talk about Ozu. Can't bring up Ozu ever, can we? No, of course not. Fassbender. No, let's not talk about Fassbender and his wonderful work. No. Rossellini. No. It's always Kubrick. The good old Barry Lyndon. Yeah, see how much of an expert I am? I know what Barry Lyndon is. Of course. Brett Easton Ellis, here we go. Kanye on Twitter this week has been the most exciting thing happening in the cultural moment. An example for everyone to express themselves without fear. If you have a problem with Kanye's tweet, then you are the problem. You tell him, my gay friend. You tell him. Well, crap. I don't think there's much else to tweet about here. Or talk about here, not tweet about here. I'm tweeting while I'm reading tweets. What's going on? Oh, this picture's amazing. Hell yes. Hell yes. Beautiful. Beautiful people. I love it. Because Kanye said dragon energy, and he said him and Trump are dragon brothers. So they took the double dragons who were brothers from the video game and made it Trump and Kanye. That's the meme. Because there was a tweet where Kanye said that Trump and him were dragon brothers. So that's the meme, bro. Just letting you know. Which I understand if you don't know that. Because you have to know the tweet and all that to get that. Bro, please stop talking about... This is just going to be a 3-hour stream. I'm just going to ruin it for you guys. I don't have a problem with you hating Kanye West. You can hate Kanye West. I don't care. I just like some jokes, bro. I'd like some comedy here. I'd like some funny stuff said. That's all I'm saying, bro. Just give me a joke or a little. Just give me 1 or 2 jokes. That's all I'm asking for, bro. It's not much. I love you. In fact, I'm going to take Kanye's advice. It's easy to say I hate you, and it's hard to say I love. I don't hate you. I love you. I love you, and I love your expression and freedom. Okay? Yeezy taught me that. So, before I go, let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the jerk-offs that'll never take work off. Baby, I got a plan. Run away fast as you can. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please rewind your VHS tapes before you bring them back to the store. And can't wait for the new Kanye album to drop. 2024. And you guys are all beautiful. And I love all of you. This video has been sponsored by Kanye West and Yeezys. Please buy your Yeezy 700 at a local shoe store near you. Oh, crap. You shill! You shill! Damn it! Okay, folks? Okay? Well, get Yeezys, folks. They're good. They're only $500 for a pair of shoes, folks. That's really good, gang. You're gonna like it. I've already sold out. I guess when you start a sellout, then you don't have to meet anyone's expectations. It's a good way to go. All right, I'm gonna play you guys out the outro music. I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow, and thank you for going on this Kanye journey with me. And I hope for those of you out there who have love in your heart that you had a fun time, because I certainly had a fun time. And thank you. Just thank you.